Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at BigBoysToys, the new Challenger 05 Blanka or Blanka figure. Very excited to review this one because he's got the cool lightning effect, and so far these guys have been really cool figures. Obviously he does have a backdrop, I just don't have it on there so you can see the figure as it spins. They've been a really fun line of figures, they've been pretty cool, and for the most part they've been made really well. So it's nice to review this one. I think most of you guys are going to like it, but it does have some issues we need to talk about, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, so if you guys aren't familiar with this line, it's basically a set of vinyl-esque kind of like chibi style Street Fighter figures that have light and sound effects, and they come with a little display stand and a backdrop. So Blanka's backdrop is of his stage, obviously. It's a nice plastic and it's got the really nice pixelated artwork on it, so very well done. He does also come with a little bio card, which is cool if you want that sort of thing. Doesn't really matter, it's kind of inconsequential. But they all have some kind of move effect part, like Ken had the Shoryuken, Ryu had the Hadoken, that kind of thing. So obviously Blanka has his electricity, and he lights up both the electricity and his hair and his eyes. So it's very, very cool. And I'll show you how that works in a little bit. They all also make sounds. Blanka's is just kind of like a growly noise when he does his one move. But that's okay, and it's just a cool batch of figures. If you like Street Fighter, you're probably going to like these guys. They generally have high quality paint jobs and sculpts, so it's a lot of fun to collect these. So if you're curious, since even though he's all hunched over, Blanka stands just about 5 inches tall, which makes him about 13 centimeters, right around there. And these extra pieces around here, there's 4 of them in total. They were separate pieces that had to get pegged in, but they still do light up pretty nicely. So what I'll do is I'll show you how it lights up in standard lighting like this. That's what I always tend to do because you're not necessarily going to be just showing somebody your collection with the lights off. So you need to know how it lights up with the lights on. So I'm going to do that. You'll hear how it sounds, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the lights off. And it'll sound the same because lights don't affect sound. So I'll press the button, and then I'll let it go. So it makes a sort of electric sound. It's kind of abrasive. I don't care for that sound, to be completely honest, but it does make Blanka's voice sound, which is cool. And then the light up effect is pretty nice. I'll do it again so you can have another chance at looking at it. I'll drop the camera so you can see it a little bit better. And then I'll do it with the lights off for you. Alright, so you can see it lights up all the way around, his eyes light up, and then his hair lights up a little bit. Now here's the thing. Here's the catch for this guy. They do all come off the stands, by the way. You can usually keep them off the stand if you want to. This one, I don't know if... yeah, it does. I don't know. There we go. I thought it came off, but I thought maybe it locked in place once you got it off. So you can generally take them off the stand if you want to, and that's up to you, of course. Obviously, they won't light up or anything. Looks nice on its own. If you want to do that, you can. This guy does seem to have a slightly different design for the electronics. I guess some people were having issues with functionality on some of the other ones. I never had that problem, so I can't really speak to it, but this is slightly different. Nothing I would really worry about, though. Here's the thing about Blanka. His electric or his lightning part looks very nice. It's very translucent, very well shaded, looks great. Blanka himself technically looks really good. We have a ton of shading throughout all of the greens. You can see his pants are well shaded, the shackles around his ankles, the hair on his arms and legs and chest. It all looks really good. But he is very light. He's very light colored and the hair is very red. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's even more obvious when you look at this compared to this. Should be a lot more orange looking, I'm thinking. Now maybe they went this route so that it looked like he was in that electric mode, so the colors are slightly off, kind of like the whole debate on what color should Goku be when he's Super Saiyan, that kind of thing. I don't know, it doesn't really kill it for me. It's still clearly orange and green, but it's not quite the orange and green I was expecting. In fact, if you look at the packaging, you can see what I'm talking about. He's very much more orange for the hair rather than the red. And it just throws it off a little bit. And his green is a little bit more of a yellow green, whereas this green's a little bit more of a bluish green. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but this does not look like this. And that's a bit of a bummer for me. I was hoping it would look a lot more like this. Again, it's not necessarily a deal breaker. If you're collecting this line, you're probably going to be okay with it and willing to take the hit in the accuracy, but it's just not, it's not perfect. It definitely could be better, and you can see the paintwork in the mouth is kind of good and kind of problematic at the same time. The teeth just aren't incredibly well done. They did paint the fingernails and claws and stuff pretty well, but the teeth could be better. I don't know. I don't think this one, as much as I wanted it to be one of the better ones, I don't think it's my favorite. I think it might be my least favorite out of all of them. So let me put it back on the stand. I'll get the stage on there too so you guys can see it all in action. And then we'll call it a wrap. Alright, so that's what he looks like. I mean, it's definitely a nice display piece. It's going to go nice with your Street Fighter collection. It's not bad by any means. I really wish the colors were a little bit different. I don't know. Maybe it was a manufacturing issue that this turned out more red than it should have. I don't know. It's just a bit of a bummer. So there it is. I do like it. I think I recommend it technically if you're collecting the line or if you really like Blanka stuff, but be aware that the colors are not great. It could definitely look a little bit better. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't, because I have new videos up every single day. We talk about movies, TV shows, video games, action figures, all kinds of fun stuff. So you might want to come back for all that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.